Hello, and welcome to the podcast. Every week, we'll be covering up to 6 topics, and whether the past week has been sweet as Milo or bitter as coffee, either way, reset, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, how you guys doing? Yo, minggu ni macam mana? Kopi ke Milo?
Oh my god, definitely for me coffee because I drink coffee all the time.
Ya, tapi minggu je nak manis ke pahit ke?
Untuk minggu ni boleh katakan kopi Java chip lah. Manis. How about you, bro?
Okay lah. Bagi saya minggu ni agak Milo. Sangat-sangat suka Milo kan. Minggu lepas pun Milo kan. So quite bangga dengan progress positivity ni kan. Adieb.
Yeah, except from me, this week is kind of coffee though.
Oh.
But don't worry, everything will be shared soon. So
Kopi Starbucks mana?
Starbucks mana?
Kalau macam aku kopi Java chip.
Adik kopi apa?
Oh, kopi kampung.
Kapal api ya?
Kapal api.
Betul kau.
Yeah. So by the way, for this week podcast, I introduce Zany. So tell you about yourself.
Minggu ni kita ada Syahrul Izani. Antara personality yang paling menarik saya pernah nampak dalam Instagram dia.
Yeah. So Zany, if you don't mind, just introduce yourself.
Okay, guys, I am Syahrul Zany. You can call me Zany. So I've been, I could say I indulge myself in art, visual art and music. Music is actually a recent thing for me. I just began to play in a band. For the visual art is something that I've been done for a long time ago. And I work as a graphic designer myself.
Okay, nice.
So I open my question for you guys.
Sebelum mula podcast ni dia kurang malu sikit bila dah mula.
Macam interview.
So apa-apa si GPA je. Untuk pengetahuan pendengar kan yang dengar. Oh by the way, thank you so much for everyone yang dengar minggu lepas. Better reception setiap minggu. And minggu ni kita ada dalam kalau Instagram dia kan, berdasarkan Instagram dia, bio dia ialah dark arts. Tu yang menarik perhatian lah, benda pertama yang menarik perhatian aku kan. So dark arts macam mana tu Syahrul Izani?
Dark arts oh my god, how do I describe? It's like, you know, when I do arts, I always think about it's not actually a dark thing, but it's something that is, you know, it's something that people don't talk about on everyday basis. So to some people, it's about existential, you know, existential things relates to the personal level, which people really talk about it all the time. It's something yang macam dia susah untuk blend in dengan masyarakat yang macam mana juga, yang konvensional lah. Macam kalau kita tengok painting, ada certain painting yang dia panggil benda tu kitsch, and ada satu painting yang dia very very dark and touch the very core of our existence lah. Kitsch painting is something that dia orang buat nampak dia terlalu macam wow, happy lah, ada bunga-bunga, colourful semua, ada pelangi, ada bintang and all that. Itu dia akan bagi kitsch painting. Kitsch ni actually not a good word lah. It's a word that is used to basically not a good word lah.
Faham? Boleh dikatakan macam surface value lah.
Yes.
Yang tersurat
shallow lah. It's just to please people on the conventional level lah.
Ya, so kalau ada orang tak percaya lagi, ini adalah antara personality paling menarik. Aku pernah tengok Instagram dia. Dua perkataan dalam bio pun dah lebih mendalam daripada kebanyakan orang lah kan. And kalau hampa nak scroll hampa, scroll lah antara Instagram yang sangat-sangat menarik. A lot of macam Syahrul Zany kata tadi, dark arts dan sebagainya. Dia juga ada buat ni baru saya scroll tadi, henna art menggunakan
Inai.
inai lah.
Inai kenduri.
Buat ala-ala tattoo First time seumur hidup aku tengok. Tambah aku tak hidup cukup lama lagi lah. Tapi memang style and quite menarik lah.
It's something that I do during events in my studying years lah. Kalau ada event, I akan set up booth. Lepas tu I akan buat inai. So orang datang, dia pun nak buat logo. Dia pun nak buat logo-logo dalam anime, tiap-tiap Titan lah, logo band lah, dia pun nak macam tu lah. Sebab yang selalunya kalau inai ni dia akan ada dua booth lah. One kids booth and one more dark booth. Dark arts. It's actually not a good thing for me to be saying that. I'm sorry because selalunya I will collab with my friends juga.
So it's very interesting actually for kepada para pendengar, actually I dengan Izani dulu kawan sekolah, and dulu masa I kenal Izani actually nampak lah dia minat kepada rock apa semua kan, and bila lama tak jumpa kan, bila jumpa balik kan macam weh shit dia rambut panjang tu.
Okay, Adieb, how would you describe myself in earlier years that we've been friends?
Okay, earlier pendek cerita kamu dah pandai tu. I mean dulu kita dulu kelas lukisan kejuruteraan kan. Dari situ lah macam LK. So yang Syahrul Zany is another level lah. Kalau apa-apa sifu lah. Okay. Syahrul macam mana nak buat benda ni semua kan. Dah lukis. Actually the arts pun dari awal persekolahan pun dah menunjukkan tau. So I can see that like the direction, the path that I can see after sekolah lah tu lah. And I can see right now. So so the passion that dia minat dulu kan. So I can see that. So sekarang ni
Syahrul Zany antara kiranya boleh dianggap sebagai dah jumpa passion tu awal daripada orang lain betul. Boleh kata macam tu?
Boleh katakan macam tu lah. I've been drawing since I have been conscious into this world.
Dia sejak conscious.
Dia macam even when I was 4 or 5 or something, kalau balik kampung kan, betul my mom would give me I would be bored as hell kan. Betul I could say myself as some person who needs can't be entertained with something that is typical lah. Itu betul macam at the end my mom would give me a piece of paper and a pencil or color pencil and would just we draw. Even my grandma akan kalau sampai kampung mesti my grandma macam ni Syahrul nak draw bagi rantah lagi pen tu lah. Itu I could remember when I was something like 5 or 6, if I follow my mom's anywhere, even dulu macam my mom would go to surau kan, nak dengar ceramah something kan. Betul dia akan bawa satu file dengan rata-rata kosong atau A4 for me to just have something to do instead of bothering other people around.
Wow. Nak kata budak baik lah.
I could be good if I have something to do.
Faham? Macam kebanyakan budak-budak lah, tapi kebanyakan budak-budak pilih untuk mengganggu orang je tak. Sorry lah Adieb, no offense kepada budak-budak.
Budak-budak who might be hearing us right now.
I'm dead. But tu lah, aku baru tahu hang minat dulu di sekolah tu. Tapi di sekolah kita macam sembang besar-besar. Tapi kalau hang cerita minat dalam zaman dulu apa semua, actually tu lah kreativiti hang bermula pada zaman kecil. And then hang kembangkan lagi masuk lukisan juruteraan, dan masuk time tu ambil subjek seni kan. Betul subjek seni, and then we still carry on. So I
could say I am utterly grateful for the path that I had been given in my life lah. Sebab everything was so channeling myself into this path lah. I don't think if something very small change within the past of myself, I wouldn't be like this lah,
Faham.
Maybe like if I didn't get to study in architecture, I don't think I would be, growing my long hair or something.
And mungkin sebab podcast orang mungkin tak nampak kan, tapi Syahrul Zany ada naturally curled hair. And jarang gila macam bagi saya untuk jumpa orang dengan naturally curled hair kan. Selalunya orang buat dan sebagainya kan. So memang style lah. So huge respect that you jaga rambut tu. Susah nak jaga kan.
Memang susah.
And actually Arif, dia memang dari dulu kecil so dari zaman sekolah lagi dia memang nampak curl lah. Kalau you nampak kalau rambut pendek kan, nampak lah curl apa semua kan. Zaman sekolah dulu.
Faham.
So for your information.
Nampak macam otak lah.
Macam
Aku tak tahu, aku rasa macam ada stigma sedikit macam orang suka main-mainkan orang yang ada curl hair ni. Tapi aku suka gila. Aku nampak macam benda yang sangat nice lah, sangat rare dan bukan satu benda yang untuk macam lalu orang main-main.
Dia pelawakkan
dia
macam orang ginger lah kat luar negara kan.
I see. Dia macam actually in Malaysia ramai je orang boleh simpan curl hair, orang boleh stylekan curl hair tu. Tapi dia macam I don't know the exact why is that curly hair has been a joke around here, not that.
Lelaki kan.
Sedangkan bukannya sikit-sikit ramai aja orang yang naturally curl hair tapi dia choose to straighten the hair or just not growing the hair at all.
Or maybe they don't want to feel different lah.
But
maybe.
After all it's all up to the person. So
kiranya podcast ni adalah sebuah panggilan seruan kepada semua orang naturally curl hair untuk kembali embrace your curly hairs.
Your curly, I have friends who have natural curly hair and they would have very low self-esteem. It's like, why would you, kenapa nak sembunyikan something yang natural daripada diri hang sendiri? Benda tu pun bukan hang pilih. Betul dia macam, it's not like the standard, the social standard
of beauty.
Dia macam social standard ni dia declared oleh manusia and your hair is created by God himself lah. Macam why would you go so low and inverting what
totally agree.
Macam tu lah.
Totally agree. Sangat-sangat setuju.
You know what I mean.
Zany speak for the neutral.
Nice lah.
I stand for the natural. And one more thing please, if you see a curly hair person, don't ask them to like, bro, why don't you straighten your hair? Why don't you cut your hair short? Blah blah blah. It's something that haven't been talked about by the mass media, but this is something that is actually very, very it's not very lah, it's kind of sensitive lah. It's like macam kita orang bukannya pilih nak ada, even we've been given without us choosing. We are grateful for whatever that is on our head, right? And we have been grateful to God. We've been embracing what God has given us. Why would you
Sabar. Bertenang semua. Tapi betul aku perasan benda yang sama, Syahrul Zany. Aku perasan benda yang sama. And not a popular topic, but it's a very important, sensitive topic kan. Dan perlu diperlihatkan lah. Tak perlu diambil mudah lah. Betul.
Actually, this is one of the things that haven't been coming out from my mouth. Nobody has ever heard I talk about this, but this is the gut feeling that I've had for a long while. For the past 4 or 5 years I've been growing my hair. So I thank you guys for giving me this opportunity to, it's something that is small, it's not a very bothering thing, but it needs to be out there.
I really like the intro, very padat.
Very padat
gila. What do you find interesting this week, Adieb?
Okay, so what I find interesting this week.
Apa yang menyebabkan hang kopi minggu ni?
Oh yeah. So this week yang menyebabkan kopi, actually sebelum ni Milo je, and tiba-tiba I receive the news that Manny Pacquiao dah bersara. Manny Pacquiao is a boxer. He's from Philippines. Yeah, and his record 62 wins and 8 losses.
62 wins.
But we have
paling banyak ke apa tu?
Paling banyak menang.
Wait. I know some boxers.
Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather is a win within 50 wins. 50 kali menang
50 wins.
tanpa kalah. And so far, Floyd Mayweather is the greatest of all time in boxing in middleweight division. But Manny Pacquiao is different because for me, it's my opinion, Manny Pacquiao is a good role model to everyone around the world.
I see.
Kalau tengok dari segi Manny Pacquiao punya fight kan, actually kalau nak compare the Floyd Mayweather, I mean, we can see the Floyd Mayweather punya match kan, dia looking for money. I mean, dari segi dia pentingkan duit lah.
Well,
Yeah.
Tapi
of course lah.
Manny Pacquiao he's pentingkan pada legacy.
I see.
That's the difference between both of them. Tapi diorang bisa lawan sekali lah. And then at the end tu Mayweather menang lah. And satu menyebabkan Floyd Mayweather is undefeated within 50-0. And then tapi the fans out there he huge respect towards Manny Pacquiao because kalau nak compare the world combat sports or maybe boxing if you guys know like Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather kan, dia orang promoting the fight
pernah dengar.
dia promoting fight kan, macam only trash talk dia orang cakap dia macam trash talk something macam it's not good for the kids lah, okay, obviously but we as a grow up,
Well, I thought Adieb, I thought trash talking ialah benda normal dalam boxing ke apa-apa.
Yeah,
Because it's like something that is used as a marketing.
Yes, it's a marketing strategy.
Warm up.
Yes. But
marketing strategy
Manny Pacquiao is different. He never used tak pernah macam berkata kasar ke trash talking to the words.
I see what you mean right here. It's like Manny Pacquiao don't really care about the marketing. He just want to,
fight. It's only fight. So even though
he only care about the sport.
Yes. And even kalau kita tahu Allahyarham Muhammad Ali, dulu zaman dulu dia dulu pun dah trash talking, sumpah ni tu another level juga Muhammad Ali.
Ya.
Tapi itulah macam mana kita in the combat sport kita tak lari pada trash talking, but Manny Pacquiao he's like he don't give a damn about promoting. He give them about kalau aku dalam boxing ni I give my best everything. And another interesting about the Manny Pacquiao, he's a Filipino but the crime rate
Asia Tenggara.
Yes.
Ya, wakil tu. Jarang tu dapat kan. Wakil Asia Tenggara di
betul.
Dunia kan.
And
kau bangga agak.
And then another interesting I pernah dengar dulu that bila match Manny Pacquiao melawan, the crime rates during that time is 0%. That's the fact dibuktikan. It's about orang Filipino memang fokus on tengok Manny Pacquiao lawan, even though orang jahat ke baik kan. So you can see that he had a huge role model towards a Filipino. Yeah, he's an amazing human being, bro. And tu lah bila cakap dia nak bersara I don't know, dia keluarkan video dekat Facebook I don't know, cakap ni dia rasa sebab tau. Dia macam dia tak nak tinggalkan boxing because boxing is his thing, bro.
His life has been around that. I mean, when musician don't really retire, but when you are in sports, at some point you have to disintegrate with whatever you've been doing for the past 50 or 60 years. It's not, it's very heartbreaking for them.
Yeah, I agree.
Betul.
Sebab
I think that's a good word. Disintegrate kan. Dia sebab macam boxing dia ada macam facility, infrastructure dia, ada event dan sebagainya tu kan. Macam musician at least kalau bersara pun main gitar, drum kat rumah lagi kan.
Musician you can see Metallica. They wouldn't be I'm not seeing this at any point in the near future or far future that they would be actually posting on Instagram, we are retiring. That could sound very ridiculous, even
they might die first.
Even the band Queen is still paying right now, at this time.
Brian May is posting videos on YouTube.
I mean itulah, there's a different because setiap bidang tu ada benda nak. I agree with the musician macam tiba-tiba saya nak bersara benda bernyanyi macam serius macam tak pernah lah rare sangat melainkan kalau nak berhijrah. Yang tu lain cerita.
In every field.
Berhijrah genre
Berhijrah.
Contoh berhijrah genre apa tau?
Berhijrah genre ni Bring Me The Horizon.
No hujan daripada rap kepada indie. Hip hop kepada indie.
If I'm not mistaken, No Hujan even been into hardcore at some point, right?
Sign Enemy, album Hujan 2011 ke? Yang dia buat eksperimen dengan hardcore sikit. Ada Scream.
Ada Scream. Ada distorted guitar.
Han dengar album tu ke, Adieb?
Ya, ada dalam sekarang.
Ya, Sign Enemy.
Tapi-
Aku suka band-band yang album eksperimen ni. Interesting. Yeah, speaking about like berhijrah transitioning kan, is Manny Pacquiao doing other things after this? I think that's a good question to ask. Kan?
Yeah, he will be running for president in Philippines.
What
Oh
the
my
hell?
god.
Seriously.
You're for real?
Because I mean, his last fight against Ugas, I mean dia kalah lah dengan Ugas within a split decision lah. I mean actually I watched that fight though. Actually Manny Pacquiao not bad tau. Even umur Manny Pacquiao, if I'm not mistaken 40 lebih. But dia punya stamina memang padu lah. Seriously, I cannot lie lah. Siapa je umur 42.
Memang lah boxer.
Yalah. Tapi umur 42, I don't know, for me, Manny Pacquiao punya speed punya tu is very consistent. Okay, I can say word consistent. Tapi dia bila dah kalah tu, macam mana kan? Kalah lah. Tapi tu lah, the rumours tu bila dia kata Manny Pacquiao will be running for president kan, I believe that he will be running president because back in days bila I watch a documentary about Manny Pacquiao, dia punya start boxing pun it's not because of himself, it's because of his people in Philippines, because they not unite all the people in Philippines.
I see.
Wow, using boxing.
Yeah, so dia punya niat dia nak masuk boxing kan, lain macam tu. I mean kalau macam aku nak masuk boxing tu sebab aku nak duit apa semua kan. No, I mean Manny Pacquiao is different. Dia pentingkan dia dulu dia poverty, dia kemiskinan kan. Tapi selain nak kata eradicate his poverty kan, dia nak pentingkan people around him out. I mean, as we know dekat Philippines, the crime rate, I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say tak nak cakap negara orang kan. Tapi as you guys know lah, the Philippines, how country looks like. And we want to change something in his country, and
there's been people living in the slums.
Yeah,
the slums are a lot, betul.
I have seen some article that shows pictures of people in the Philippines being living around the graveyard, something.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah,
There's a slum that is built on the cemetery.
Cemetery.
Tapi
dia pun tinggal dekat situ, no?
Yeah. Even the kids would be playing around on the graveyard of maybe like their grandma, their ancestor or something. It's really, you know.
It's really sad to
Kalau orang
see.
Malaysia pergi kubur tikam nombor.
Kalau orang Malaysia pergi kubur jadi kaya, tekan nombor. Dapat nombor jadi kaya. Ini sebabkan poverty dia pun terpaksa duduk kan.
Betul. Depa kena belajar tekan nombor tu.
Tapi kalau depa belajar tekan nombor, hantu kat sana orang pokai semua. Orang cerita orang dah itu.
Orang kita is different though. Melayu sangat lain.
I'm really sorry about that. It's just a joke.
It's okay, bro.
Sorry if it offends any hantu out there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to be, making jokes about people in poverty or the things like that. It's just something that is, when I do dark arts, I also need dark humor.
Yeah.
It has to balance out.
But we definitely won't yuck your yum lah. Adik masih ingat lagi ya?
Yes sir.
Okay Adik, aku nak tanya soalan ni. Okay, interesting. Dia nak jadi presiden, what the hell? Sekarang aku tahu Duterte kan, presiden dia. Kalau hang orang Filipina, hang akan undi dia.
Wow.
Sebab beza kalau hang suka dia sebagai boxing dan juga suka dia sebagai ahli politik.
Yeah,
would you vote for him ataupun hang kata macam, weh, kenapa ni nak di politik?
Wow, okay, that's an interesting question you asked to me. Well, basically I'm going to vote for Manny Pacquiao. I mean, okay, basically he's not.
Dia dah bagi tahu ke apa polisi-polisi dia?
Not yet. Sekarang ni no, it's Roman. Dia memang dah daftar dah. I mean, kat berita pun dah keluar dah. I mean, he really wants to sign in as the president. He will be running for president, like real shit. And yeah, if you ask me, would I vote to Manny Pacquiao? Yes. I mean, it's not because dia bukan sebagai dia boxing. No, I mean, yeah, a little bit. But I can see his personality dia punya attitude. I mean, kalau you guys tahu macam attitude dalam boxing kan, mungkin dalam dia lain, luar dia lain kan. But with the humble of Manny Pacquiao, dalam ring pun dia boleh keep it professional kat luar lagi kan. Dia tolong orang apa semua, tolong orang kat Filipina apa semua. Dari segi itulah I can see that Manny Pacquiao memang ada calon-calon lah untuk jadi presiden. I mean,
it's like he has been proving his point for the last some tens of years, you know.
In boxing
dia boxing sejak bila?
I mean 26 years.
26 tahun.
Yeah.
For 26 years.
Within 62 wins. I mean at losses tu I mean biasalah, kalah biasalah kot. Tapi 8 bawah 10 kot. Benda banding 62 menang.
Ya, 62 ke 63?
62, 62 wins.
Saja test.
Apa?
Speaking of apa tu orang sukan jadi ahli politik. Anwar Schwarzenegger.
Anwar, yeah. I was thinking
kita ada
about
Anwar Ibrahim
that.
pada Anwar Schwarzenegger.
You know, I've been having that in my mind just now. If I'm not mistaken, I heard some years back then that Arnold also is running in some kind of political party or something over there. Is that true?
I mean, Arnold especially kan.
Arnold, dia macam right wing tapi lebih kepada center sikit dalam politik dekat dia California punya governor kan.
Yes, governor of California.
So yang interesting kan, waktu dia nak jadi apa tu? Jadi ahli politik dekat California tu. Ada orang semua persoalkan lah, kenapa dia ni weightlifting kan tiba-tiba nak jadi ahli politik semua kan. Tapi dia pun lupa kan, dia Mr. Universe kot dekat California.
Oh, it's actually the current California governor. Man, I didn't know about that before this. I thought it was just some rumor.
Manny Pacquiao rasa dia achieve banyak tu. But interesting Adieb. I have newfound respect untuk Manny Pacquiao. Sebelum ni aku macam he's just another boxer from Asia Tenggara whatever kan. Really interesting. I can understand why you feel kopi minggu ni.
So how about you, Zany?
For me, as I said just now, coffee java chip, right? I really mean that. You know, actually, it's like a little bit of coffee and a little bit of sweet. The
combination
balance lah. Dia macam the bitter part is it's actually about my job, you know. Itulah, earlier this year I had an interview at some place else. It's other than my current workplace. And the work scope was the company is interior. It's not interior design. I thought it was interior design, and I really am into interior designing. It's like something that I'm targeting right now. Betul. Bila pergi interview tu dia macam rupanya dia bukan interior design punya company, dia just construction company which do partitions and ceilings. Basically they're contractor lah, office contractor. So I was like, man, this is another expectation that didn't meet.
Faham weh. Tapi dalam job posting tu dia tulis interior design ke?
Actually no. Actually I don't quite remember because you know when before I went into my current job, when I was applying, I actually applied a lot of jobs, you know, so I kind of lost track of it.
Faham. So bila sampai-sampai tu kiranya
sampai-sampai macam tengok nama kedai pun
jam
tengok nama kedai pun dia tulis partition. I was like, what?
Harapan palsu.
Harapan palsu.
Dia lebih kepada installation company.
Yes, it's just
pemasangan.
an installation company. It's just a construction company lah.
Yalah. Wow, frustrating. Lepas tu sekarang ni kiranya macam mana, apa yang berubah selepas tu?
Actually, nothing has changed yet. But I have to, you know, just go along with my current job lah. Actually, even though I've been into arts but graphic designing is really not really my thing lah actually.
Interesting. But you've been doing it sejak kecil.
when I've been doing something for I do arts. My arts is an expressive art, It's something that I do for myself, and it's difference between visual arts and arts for the
commercial designs.
Yes.
I see.
When you're in graphic design, you do designs for the commercial and the corporations, and maybe the government is graphic design jobs to help the company convey their information in a way that it's visually pleasing to people's views. So when I say people's views, you know exactly what I mean, right? You have to be
mainstream lah.
Yes.
Memang kena kepada the middle the middle punya spectrum. Tak boleh terlalu ke kiri, tak boleh terlalu ke kanan.
Dia kena jadi sentris lah. What can I say about that, right? It's how it's been for a long time. It's not like something that I could change. And it's not like something that needs changing.
I think that's why macam ada munculnya website-website yang popular macam Etsy sekarang ni. Saya Reza ni tahu tak?
Yeah, you know right? Etsy. Etsy is something that I really want to get into. But Etsy, they have these charges yang sangat-sangatlah tak economical untuk orang kat Malaysia macam kita.
I see, faham. Okay, because sorry to interject tapi because my friend in New Zealand, dia orang Malaysia, dia tinggal kat New Zealand. Arina, kalau siapa yang pernah dengar podcast dia, Arinality Podcast.
Oh, she's been doing podcast as well.
Yeah.
I see.
And she recently did an Etsy, if I'm not mistaken. She sold like 3 of her art, something like that, just randomly like that. And it was nice for her to start. And so for me macam, oh, that's quite interesting. It's easy to start selling your own stuff lah kan.
Yeah.
That you don't have to follow siapa-siapa punya kehendak
kan.
So bila Syariza ni kata ada charges ni kan, pelekoh macam mana tu?
Dia dekat Etsy, kalau kita nak list something, dia ada charge dia. Betul, Etsy would be, they would be oppressing their sellers into providing free shipping. When we are in Malaysia, it's not like our currency is way above, it's not like on par with, the people of the countries which might be wanting to buy our things. You know what I mean?
Faham.
Kalau kita jual kat Etsy, kita mesti like expect macam orang yang nak beli tu orang kat US, orang dekat China, orang dekat mana-mana lah, sebab kita nak go international kan. But when they press the free shipping on us, man, that would be ridiculous. Because
faham
kita nak ship ke US pun charge dia dah 1 lebih lah. Itu pun for the very very stupid volume of thing lah. Sebab my brother used to live in US, right? Even when he over there want to send us things, it will cost him a shitload amount of money. even for himself.
That won't be disclosed today.
Even for himself, it's a shitload of money. What could it be for us? You know what I mean?
Okay. Syarif ni. Another thing that came to my mind. Kawan Arif yang buat benda tu, KFC tu, dia tak involve apa-apa shipping. Dia jual sebagai artwork untuk orang download sahaja.
I see.
I think maybe that's why it's economical for her. It's economical for her lah. So maybe there is something does it tapi Syarif ni kata juga bila kita list je dah di-charge dah kan.
Betul, nak listing pun
daily
di-charge
ke
dah.
monthly ke?
Actually the last time I checked on Etsy was like 2 years ago. So not sure lah sekarang ni macam mana. Maybe kena check balik lah. Tapi sebenarnya Etsy ni pun dia ada alternatif lah. Ada website lain. Tapi macam for me, if I want to do arts, if I want to seriously do arts, selling things, I would want to, sell physical arts, I would want to do physical things because instead, other than visual art, I also do cosplay, costume. I also do, I also design clothing, which I would show it myself.
Yang memang orang boleh nampak dalam Instagram hang. Yang sekarang almost hampir semua tu hang yang buat sendiri ke macam mana? Ke hang mix and match ke?
Mix and match actually. Tapi ada yang aku buat from scratch pun ada agak. So for now I just going on Carousel je lah. My main marketing platform. I will release on Carousel and tu pun jarang-jarang lah nak ada customer yang nak customize something yang customize lah. It's like once every 3 months I think I will have like one customer will be bro, aku nak hantar jaket ni, boleh kau customkan cat lukis dalam tu lah. So I could say I haven't done seriously doing art for selling lah.
Faham. Mostly for your self-expression lah.
Mostly for self-expression lah.
Boleh nak share macam this is baru hari ni berlaku lah. Tapi aku before mula podcast ni, Arif tak tahu Syarul Zany ni seorang like pelukis sebab nampak at the first glance IG dia nampak macam musician ni kan. Dia yang sangat glam lah, macam Kiss kan. Gila ni kan, mantap kan. Lepas tu scroll ke bawah lagi tadi kan, baru rasa he's an artist as well. Bukan drawer. And at the same time, hari ni juga Arif dapati kawan Arif, nama dia Shuhufan. I'm not sure if you guys pernah dengar atau tak. Shuhufan ni one of the most talented artist I know easily, yang saya kenal sendiri personally kan. And he makes really really nice arts and he started selling his own sekarang ni dekat easy.co. Yeah, and it's also for something that I can suggest to you and also semua orang yang mendengar lah. Kalau hampa ada macam lukisan sendiri ataupun stiker set yang hampa dah design dan hampa dah print dan hampa rasa nak jual, easy.co hampa boleh start dengan free. Start dengan free lah, lepas tu mungkin ada charges kan. Tapi so far aku tengok dia mampu untuk menjual dan sebagainya dan responses are very nice. Hampa dapat your own page, website macam Shuhufan punya, shuhufan.easy.co. So Shuhufan is SHUHUFAN. But Shuhufan started selling today and I supported retweet semua kan, and ada bundle yang sangat nice. That came to my mind macam connect dengan untuk menjual your illustrations kan, because banyak sebenarnya channel ni kan, kadang-kadang kita baru jumpa.
Benda tu kalau kita mencari lah baru nampak sesuatu benda baru. Selagi kita tak cari, selagi tu tak jumpa. So big brother Arif, macam mana bro? Right.
Kenapa aku kata aku Milo kan? So one of the reason is this kan. Dia daripada New Straits Times minggu lepas Adieb dia ada site sources daripada bernama apa kan. So aku minggu ni aku nak cite daripada New Straits Times dan juga AFP pada 27 September. So baru lagi pasal Pfizer, apa tahu Pfizer kan?
Yes, it's in my veins.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
You are a corporate shill.
Man, I know this shit is going down.
Tak ada 5G lah mendarah.
I heard from my dad just now, man.
Basically back to the topic kan, Pfizer dia pun tengah buat a large trial ataupun testing lah, banyak-banyak ramai-ramai untuk anti-COVID pill.
Anti-COVID pill?
Guna pill oral ni lah,
macam kapsul,
oral punya kapsul yang boleh makan untuk nyahkan COVID lah basically.
How it works bro?
Makan lah.
They
are working on that right now. Very very interesting. So apa yang mereka kata ialah basically ubat-ubat melalui makan ni lah, melalui telan yang macam kita makan Panadol ni, akan sama macam dulu ada influenza, it's called Tamiflu, untuk mengelakkan COVID ni dah boleh menjadikan lebih teruk. So at least kalau orang dapat kan, jadi macam sesama biasa. So tu adalah kemungkinan yang baru lah. Macam minggu lepas ada trial juga kan. Adik aku share
ya.
pasal ivermectin kan. Dia pernah test ivermectin ni berkesan ke tak. Tapi tu kerajaan Malaysia. Yang ni Pfizer sendiri lah. So yeah, very very interesting. And ubat tu tak tahulah bila kan. I think it'll take a few months.
Dia memang
akan melibatkan 2,660 orang dewasa.
Ubat tu memang nak jual pasaran ke macam mana?
Yes, they are aiming untuk mass marketing. Tapi that's why dia orang nak buat dengan mass testing dahulu, mass trial dahulu. So mereka boleh take it slowly lah kan, supaya benda tu efektif kan. Aku macam untuk benda-benda macam medical ni, aku take it very positively lah. Aku tak macam orang US kan. Orang US mereka sangat lah, bukan semua lah kan. Dia take it very macam, weh ni corporate ni mesti rosak semua ni kan. Tapi itu lah, there's a certain extent where you can believe that. But there's a certain extent you'll be macam, it's not tak bagus, tak menguntungkan pun sebenarnya kalau semua orang mati. Apa gunanya? Mereka pun tak ada orang, ekonomi pun tak bagus untuk mereka kan.
Pun tak ada orang nak beli apa.
Betul. So bukan setakat Pfizer je, ada beberapa company juga duk test juga oral, it's called oral antiviral untuk menentang COVID ni. And kalau walaupun benda ni function, dia boleh function ubat ni kalau kita makan ubat tu pada awal-awal kita kesan COVID ni ada dalam badan kita. Kerana kalau anda macam kat ICU lah, makan pil tak ada apa. So the aim is untuk first kali dapat sign macam COVID lah, makan ubat tu. That is the berita yang I find interesting and I'm looking forward to the results lah. Kita boleh cover in our next podcast.
Nice.
Ke 100 ke.
Sharing tu.
Tapi tu lah, di fasa awal penyakit tu sahajalah kan. Menarik lah. Tak perlu nak cukup dah siapa sakit apa semua kan. Tapi kamu pun tahu tak yang the first vaccines for COVID-19 was produced by two
Muslim guy
couple.
Muslim
couple lah.
Yes.
Menarik gila tu. Hampa pernah dengar?
Turkish American kan.
I see. So aku tak tahu mendalam sangat kan, tapi kalau hampa tahu, I would like to hear about that kan.
I only know about that far.
Itu je.
Itu je.
Tu lah. Kalau kita sembang the vax ni mula pada umat Islam tu sendiri, Islam yang couple kan. Tapi kenapa orang anti-vax tu kita tak yakin macam benda tu benda Israel lah, benda-benda ada chip lah bagai semua. Tapi itulah kenapa dia orang tak.
This reminds me macam bila Adieb relate kata is produced first by Muslim couples kan. And then kan kita nampak setengah orang Islam kat sini, unfortunately nampak benda tu macam tipu dan sebagainya kan. Hampa baca berita baru ni pasal yang there's this association MFM ke apa. Depa duk war-warkan kata, budak ni mati lepas kena vaksin. Lepas tu hari ni mak dia dalam berita kan, sampai hati dia orang kata anak aku mati, anak aku hidup lagi. Kesian tu makcik tu. Basically budak tu macam pengsan je. Sebab dia tahu sebab apa? Sebab dia takut gila. Dia takut dengan apa tu, nak cucuk tu.
Dia jarum lah basically budak-budak.
Dia takut dengan jarum gila-gila, like extreme level.
Tapi tu
lepas tu dia pengsan lah. Lepas tu sekarang dia semua orang kata dia mati. Hang bayangkan kalau hampa hidup kan, lepas tu semua satu Malaysia dah kata hampa dah mati.
Fake
news, cut fake news.
If it was me, everything I'm dead, I would just play along.
Arwah baik orangnya, dari sendiri. But benda tu macam mula-mula aku tengok yang mereka demonstrasi depan tu dengan tak pakai masknya, rapat-rapat duduk. Serius kan, dia buat press conference rapat-rapat tak pakai mask. Dia kata tengok sehingga ada seorang kanak-kanak lelaki ni mati selepas dia cucuk vaksin. Lepas tu hari ni aku baca berita tu, makcik tu macam kesian gila. Ada kat Awan ni lah, aku baca kat berita Awan ni kan. So menang kat Adieb sekarang demand lah untuk kita bagi tahu semua sumber-sumber berita kita kan. So Awan ni tu. Lepas tu aku sedih dah, kesian agak lawak pada kat budak tu. Basically dia akan popular kalau lah dia tak edit macam pelakon ke apa kan. Dia akan diingati sebagai budak yang yang pengsan tu kena cucuk.
Weh, ambil dia sebagai cameo pun jadi lah.
Cameo apa? Podcast?
Okay.
Okay, dek jangan pensar tu.
I mean, yeah, the pelik. Yeah, I mean, it's just very weird lah. I mean, orang luar, orang tak ada relationship ataupun doing that situation, but you bring out the false news and then they spread then. It's very quickly though, especially in social media, went crazy shit though.
Yeah, you seen that news juga lah, MFM tu, association tu.
Yeah.
I think MFM or MFD or something.
I just saw it on Twitter or something lah.
But yeah, okay. Sekarang because I want to know juga lah kan, ada people's punya perspective. Bagi aku benda tu macam ridiculous lah kan. How about Syarul, Zany? What do you think about this COVID stuff, vaccines and companies, big pharmaceutical lah orang panggil kan, big pharma ni. Apa pendapat hang mengenai depa-depa ni?
So for me, dia macam I'm not a person who would always question about, you know, things being mass market done. So macam, you know, just benda ni just medical ni. So macam benda-benda medical ni is not something new kan. So it shouldn't be a problem lah. Dia macam cakap tadi juga lah. Kalau orang datang ni nak sangat berkuasa pun, and bila mereka dah dapat kuasa tu, betul orang-orang bawah ni ada penyakit lah, mati ramai lah. Dia macam apa gunanya? Siapa yang nak follow their rules kan? Yeah, it's like when you have the crown but you have no throne, you have no kingdom, macam tu lah.
Yeah, very good analogy. Betul.
So even from their seat, it's like, tak tahu lah, dia macam, it sounds so stupid lah to be doing that.
Apa rasa kenapa masih ada lagi like, macam group-group macam ni? Ke memang inevitable untuk jumpa group-group macam ni dalam masyarakat, mana-mana masyarakat sekalipun?
Memang inevitable lah sebenarnya. Tapi dia, orang macam ni, they exist just to balance things out lah. It's like when we have a force moving forward, there always need to be an opposing force. And these people are those opposing force.
Ya. Betul juga kan? Salah satu cara untuk menganggap mereka ni dengan positif walaupun mereka obviously in the wrong, ialah dengan menganggap kalau mereka ni tak betul bising macam ni, betul cara kita bertindak untuk buktikan vaksin tu bagus pun tak sebagus macam sekarang tu ya. Depa obviously semua pihak akan ada something to prove, macam vaksin ni bagus lah, this is why is bagus kan. Kalau semua orang macam agree ni, kita pun macam je lah kan. So there's nothing that would improve lah kan, that would be productive. I think sebab yang sama kenapa ada pembangkang dalam kerajaan kan.
Within ourselves dia ada elemen yang kita nak, ada elemen yang kita tak nak, sama macam kita. Contohnya macam our personality dari segi bias breaks tu, mesti kita nak yang different.
Tiba-tiba bias breaks kan. Apa saya ni?
I did the test. It said I am ENFP.
Yeah.
Yes, ENFP was like the, what do you call that?
Campaigner.
Promoter. Campaigner,
extroverted,
Promoter.
intuitive, feeling and prospecting. These people tend to embrace big ideas and actions that reflect their sense of hope and goodwill toward others. Their vibrant energy, sangat vibrant, can flow in many directions. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. Gila. Myers breaks. Adieb, tahu ke Myers breaks apa?
Well, okay, speaking of Myers break things, I mean previously my friend pun pernah lah cakap, Adieb, cuba try kau jawab soalan ni. Atau aku dapat apa? I dapat ENFP.
Wow. Campaigner?
Ya, campaigner.
Kita ni semua geng NFP ya. Aku INFP.
I see.
Kejap aku nak baca.
Connection.
A mediator is someone who possess the introverted, intuitive, feeling, prospecting sama. Tends to be quiet. Untuk orang yang mendengar podcast ni dia kata banyak cakap sel ni. Open minded and imaginative. Tapi tak pandai melukis. They apply caring and
pandai
creative
lukis
approach to
lah.
everything they do. Nah, okay lah. Last week Syarul ni kita ada Alisa and dia cakap pasal astrology and how it's very interesting to ambil tahu je lah, tapi tak lah macam percaya gila-gila kan. It's just interesting for her kan. I think this could be the same thing kan. This is macam astrology tapi modern. Could I say that? Apa pendapat?
Dia Myers-Briggs ni memang lagi scientific lah, sebab dia lagi use widely kan dalam career management pun, macam HR pun dia pun akan belajar pasal benda ni. Macam kalau kita belajar psikologi dekat universiti pun kita tak belajar pasal horoskop kan. Kita akan belajar pasal Myers-Briggs.
Good answer.
I would say Myers-Briggs ni something that have been tested lah.
Faham? Tapi to defend astrology ni lagi lama daripada INFP, daripada Myers-Briggs things ni. And dia digunakan secara oleh orang-orang yang melihat bintang.
Dia sebenarnya I'm actually not denying the horoscope. The horoscope dia macam like you said just now, something that has been used widely as well from the very long time. But dia actually dalam horoscope ni dia ada dua benda. I just talked about this with my friends now. Baru saya sempat ke Fahim lah tadi about this.
Nice. Kami dengar ni, betul kami tanya.
Stop. Dia tanya aku apa pendapat hang bagi benda horoskop zodiac semua ni. So I told him that horoskop ni dia ada dua. Dia benda yang pasal personality ni, which is common kan, kita banyak dengar, kita pun banyak yang relate. Even for myself, I'm a Taurus. So when people ask me, I'm a Taurus. And from time to time, I would stumble upon the post on Instagram talking dia cakap pasal Taurus ni macam mana semua. So I would, okay, make sense, tentu juga. And ada satu lagi astrologi ni orang buat ramalan tu. Yang dalam Islam yang kita tolak ni yang buat ramalan tu lah. Tapi for myself lah, ini I'm not saying that it's right or I'm not saying that it's wrong as well. But you know, if I want to talk about this, we would stretch for like 5 hours something.
Of course but basically
dia macam orang dari zaman dulu depa ada punya experience.
They see a trend.
And their experience it's just ridiculous that we have, you know, this period of time people be talking about the same thing. We couldn't be saying that, you know, depa ni dah rancang ni, macam what man.
Yeah.
Kan?
Pelik kan?
Dia macam tak tahu, dia ada something which we cannot explain yet. Maybe we would find some way in, you know, metaphysics. We have quantum physics, everything like that.
Metaphysics. Perkataan terlalu berat untuk podcast ini. But actually that's what I just wanted to share something interesting that I was looking forward to, which is the pill trial. That is it. But Adieb, other than your Manny Pacquiao punya retirement, what did you want to share this week? Selepas 6 hari kita berjumpa.
For this week So this week is kita ke arah kesukan lagi. Kita masuk pada UEFA Champions League.
Nice.
So seperti mana kita tahu, Abang Arif, peminat Liverpool. Minat apa Arif?
Aku minat kalau dalam bola ni aku minat Kedah.
Lokal boy, support.
Aku time Kedah lawan Selangor aku jadi conflicted lah. Kan?
Macam orang tengah macam pada balik Kedah ke Selangor. So pada match ada week 2. So agak interesting sikit lah. My favourite team, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, 2-0 dapat kalahkan Manchester City. And match itu juga Messi dapat score. Finally. Yang Messi pun banyak berjuta-juta pun hanya dapat 1 gol je.
agak juta-juta kan play ni, gila babi. Sepak bola pun.
But he compete with the European athlete lah, bukan lah kat Kedah kan.
Tak payah nak attack
aku Kedah weh. Aku dah melawak pula macam ni. Jangan kecam.
Ingat kampung kita.
Astaghfirullahalazim. Okay.
So 2-0 PSG lawan Man City. Man City bukan yang aku tahu, Man City ni berdasarkan berita yang aku baca, klub yang kaya.
Yeah, I mean klub yang kaya. I never seen that kind of statement before, but so yeah. So masa transfer dulu previous punya football lah. So PSG ni is one of hardest punya transfer lah ever. Nak kata compare of Cristiano Ronaldo pergi ke Manchester United kan. Yang tu pun it also one of the hardest transfer juga, tapi PSG lagi banyak sebab dia orang beli banyak star. Kaya gila weh.
Dia jadi macam coincidence kan? Apa tu, Cristiano Ronaldo pergi ke sana, Messi pergi ke sini.
Itulah. And sebab tu macam I agak trigger kan, macam nak tengok bola balik. Sebenarnya I tak minat bola, seriously. I minat bola pun macam minat gitu-gitu lah. So bila macam transfer macam bapak gempak lah, I need to watch this shit or I need to see the drama or shit about the football lah.
Han tengok dekat mana? How do you follow? Okay, macam music kan, kalau aku suka music kan, aku follow macam berita dia dekat YouTube, ada The Needle Drop, macam review, ataupun dengar kat Spotify dan sebagainya kan. Macam hang sendiri macam mana hang? How do you minat bola atau macam dia tengok kat ESPN ke?
Dia something I would want to ask as well. Dia macam platform yang
kena aku macam tak minat bola sangat kan. Dia start pada actually my family pun dah minat bola. I mean my father dia peminat Tegar Liverpool.
Okay.
Then following my brothers, Manchester United, Liverpool.
We can have your father on the podcast next week instead of you.
Sure. And itulah, I tak minat bola. I minat benda lain. As you know, I play my tennis.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I dapat information pun daripada tengok TV lah. And then I follow Abang Botak yang famous beli ML Studio. Sekarang dia ada TV sendiri kat Astro Arena.
Channel sendiri?
Yeah, serious. It start from the beginner, start from ML Studio lah. And then dia kupas pasal bola, it's make more interesting lah.
Faham.
And apparently dia kan, Astro Arena hire dia buat program sendiri. Weh, bapak gempak tu.
Faham, wow. Yeah.
So,
ML
I don't know.
Very successful lah. No?
Yeah.
Aku rasa bangga mereka boleh buat something like that. Dia rasa macam Dude Perfect tak kat YouTube.
Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect pun dia buat content dia macam everything perfect kan.
Macam,
I don't know dia
macam sama kan Dude Perfect dengan ML Studio kan, tapi basically
I mean we can say the achievement lah.
Dia pun yang memulakan lah kat YouTube waktu tu 2011. Mana ada orang macam memformalkan pekerjaan YouTube kan. ML Studio macam memformalkan pekerjaan di social media basically.
Betul.
Aku mantap.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe in the future mungkin Helo Podcast mungkin dalam TV ke?
Helo Podcast tu bukan podcast dah.
I mean Helo TV program, sorry.
Tapi betul juga macam Howard Stern. Tapi Howard Stern radio tapi on TV. Yeah. Howard Stern.
It's okay, we have a big dreams. Maybe.
Ada.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's the only one match you saw this week?
No, kita juga banyak match kot. I mean, and then the second match Liverpool, your team lawan Porto 5-1. Liverpool menang. Liverpool rogol Porto weh. Itu lah 5-1 macam bapak lah. I don't think so. I think PSG will win this UEFA Champions League. But it's okay, we will see how it go.
Alright, so ni minggu kedua UCL
minggu kedua.
Sama dengan macam kita buat podcast ni. Dia pun memang bagi sama dengan kita ke apa?
Come on lah. I mean gila kot kalau main minggu ni tiap-tiap hari kot. I mean dia orang dah ada gaps lah. And then selain contoh team contoh Liverpool kan, dia bukan nak fokus on UEFA saja, dia ada liga lain macam EPL also they need to compete.
Liga negara dan juga liga benua lah kan.
Sebab tu lah apa atlet footballer jadikan sebagai career.
Faham?
Alright, so Liverpool, tahniah Liverpool 5-1.
Thank you.
Ya aku seronok weh. Kan?
Adalah, be happy.
Alright. Kan. Okay. Dari segi sedihnya Chelsea kalahkan dengan Juventus 1-0.
Juventus menang.
Juventus menang.
Bagus lah.
Yalah tapi kepada yang minat EPL, Chelsea macam alah sedih kan. Betul lah. Tapi kita Malaysia
macam kalau dalam football ni, kalau orang yang minat satu liga ni, dalam liga yang larger scope tu dia akan sokong whatever team yang daripada liga yang dia tengok tu, macam tu lah.
Betul, dia kurang macam tu lah. Kita Malaysia, kita apa macam mana? Kita dekatnya dengan EPL macam English Premier League. Sebab tu macam you guys macam familiar, it's like Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal tak macam pisang sikit lah. And then Manchester United. Kalau macam I macam minat PSG kan. PSG is another punya league, is a French league. I minat pun minat saja seronok je.
PSG is French. Oh yalah, Paris Saint-Germain. Ya kan Jerman.
Paris Saint-Germain. Kan masa dulu kan macam introduce kan Paris Saint-Germain masa Ibrahimovic lah, you know Ibrahimovic right? Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Aku sekolah Ibrahim dulu.
I mean dia rambut panjang macam yours, macam Arif. Dia pergi apa PSG kan.
Bukan
before dia pergi US, dia pergi Paris Saint-Germain. And aku ingat Paris Saint-Germain ni enggak Paris ke Jerman lah. Aku anggaplah Jerman kan. Silap. Dia Liga Perancis. Okay. Just carry on.
Aku tahu pun sebab aku ada tengok satu YouTube video. Aku gila YouTube lah Syarul Zany. So aku selalu tengok benda-benda yang tu kan. Aku tengok macam mana dia pergi kat MLS kan. Apa tu? Major League Soccer.
Major League Soccer.
Masa ada satu player dekat Major League Soccer ni claim kata dia yang terbaik dekat Major League Soccer.
Yes, I see the interview.
Macam betul. Siapa dia tu?
I mean, okay. Aku nak masuk benda tu je if you don't mind. I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, dia memang
badass.
Dia memang aggressive, badass, everything. Kalau nanti aku share dengan lepas ni. I mean, dia MLS macam ala liga yang aku tak nak kata agak lopet lah. Sorry lah, you might use the wrong term.
US is known for their American football kan.
American football. And then soccer, in terms of kat US lah, the second league dalam US punya sport kan.
I think second is their baseball ke?
I don't know. I mean di bawah lagi lah, something like that lah.
Bawah soccer.
Dia macam basketball pun lagi famous kat sana daripada soccer.
Tapi US kau masuk sukan memang famous lah. Tak macam kat Malaysia. Kita Malaysia kurang yang dengan sukan kan. Yang tu lah macam sedih lah.
Dia macam kadang kat sana apa-apa pun famous lah. Dia macam population.
They're promoting the sport lah.
Population lah.
300 million population. 300 apa? 70 apa?
Dia macam
bantah.
Kalau even sikit orang pun, that sikit, mereka punya sikit itu sama banyak dengan Malaysia punya whole population.
So kita Malaysia macam kurangnya terhadap sukan lah.
Kalau kita tengok Indo pun sama lah. Indo macam kalau music, aku kena relate music lah.
Boleh, it's okay. Carry on.
Underground music mereka boleh maju tau sebagai band. Mereka boleh maju macam US. Macam mana US punya band hidup atas music, mereka boleh jadi macam tu. Sebab orang yang support mereka, yang beli barang mereka ramai.
The market is there.
Yes, market.
That's why macam kita banyak kita di westernize kan. Macam ni podcast ni kan, it's a very western punya thing kan. Sebab apa? The market determines the ni lah kan, the hala tuju.
Right.
Betul.
Tiba-tiba kan dia cakap
kita masuk music kan. Okay. Alright, so then we next go to Manchester United against Villarreal, menang 2-1.
Okay.
Macam biasalah Cristiano Ronaldo mesti score punya minit terakhir, minit 90. So
aku rasa hantar kenapa dia score pada minit ke-90. Sebab dia pun bank in gaji dah pada minit 89. Dia macam okay, boleh score.
Tengah-tengah ni check phone. Oh, masuk lah. Dia pun.
Sebab sebelum ni pun dia skor apa 1 gol kan untuk dalam
1 gol.
Satu banyak baru rata puluh juta. Gila.
Kan, tapi kalau segi his personal goals pun banyak weh. I mean
tak kisah aku cakap untuk sekarang bro.
Alright, fine. Right. So that's all for the UCL for the week 2. Yeah, it's very interesting because my favorite team PSG menang. Finally. Yang mana kalah tu teruslah berusaha.
Terus I hope all the UCL teams are listening right now. Dengar kata-kata Adieb. Teruskan berusaha. Anda boleh lakukannya. Usaha tengah kejayaan. At least lah aku tahu sikit perkembangan benda aku tak tahu sebab I mean benda-benda yang common lah bila lepak-lepak apa orang kawan. Sama ada sekarang online ke ataupun kat Zoom ke apa kan dengan budak-budak kerja dia buat tanya pasal bola kan. So I have something a little bit more extra information lah. Thank you for that.
You guys macam umpama MTV, I macam extra arena. So we give it back to Syarul. So far, Syarul, is there anything you
want to add up? I'm into, this is about learning. So for this year, which hasn't been very productive, sebab we have a PKP that has been, tak masuk akal. Dia macam the latest PKP ni dia particularly sangat-sangat what? Doesn't make any sense at all kan for us kan. Betul. I don't mean the PKP, the tindakan PKP tu doesn't make sense, but what has been going around lah. It's like totally random shit lah yang berlaku sekarang ni. Macam I realised that I haven't been achieving anything this year, so I thought to myself that I should, make myself achieve something within myself. So I decided that I want to learn things. So that has been my current thing.
So what have you been learning?
Actually, I joined a class for making electronic music. Just now I said that I started listening to Helo Podcast recently.
Yes.
So that's what got me into, when I listen to Helo Podcast, it's like I'm not a kind of guy who is very much into club EDM music. Tapi bila I dengar Helo Podcast dia macam, man, this is something else. So macam I've known this one dude for since the beginning of the year. I know him from a local music shop, instrument shop kan. Dan itu aku macam terlalu bosan sangat-sangat. Tak tahu buat apa, macam aku duduk dengar lagu macam apalah function aku ni siang malam dengar lagu. Lepas tu macam aku reach out to people tau. Lepas tu aku macam scroll IG, lepas tu aku tengok dia. Member yang tadi tu lah. Dia tengah mengajak, dia ni seorang yang ajak ni lah. Dia ajak mixing, dia ajak pasal music lah. He's a music teacher lah. So aku macam
dekat mana?
Kedai yang dia ajar tu kat Taman Sejati.
I mean Big Mouth kedai Big Mouth.
Wih, dekat ruang tu
yes.
Kan dia buat they made macam opposite jalan tu dia ada buat macam ruang kosong untuk arts punya space. Yang tu
yang tu Localic kan?
Localic, yes. Aku pernah main gitar kat situ.
Bukan.
Aku pernah perform.
Oh, serius lah?
Bukan tu.
Yo, aku time tu tak sempat nak pergi event tu. Sebab aku dekat Perak. Aku tahu event tu. Sebab member aku ajak aku macam tu.
Aku terpaksa main gitar, aku tak main gitar kan. Tapi kawan aku sekarang band Joyberry. Dia releasing some new songs.
I know your band as well.
Yeah. Now it's their band lah. Sekarang Aiman Buah Mulut, Zaki Zainuddin dan juga Ashfan Mazlana. They are releasing new stuff, very exciting stuff this year as well. So shout out to them. Aku tak mampu nak bermain lah.
Aku pergi Joyberry yang masa bulan 4 lah itu.
Ui,
serius. Aku tengok Joyberry betul macam itu aku jumpa mereka. Aku tengah menegak bandar lah itu. Dekat Pacquiao Cafe. Betul aku jumpa kat brother-brother Joyberry ni. Aku tengok
I see.
Yo, ni band Joyberry kan?
Yeah, do listen to Joyberry. A shout out to them. Listen to them on Spotify. Joyberry, that is Joyberry. And selamanya is out and in Spotify and other streaming platforms.
Oh, so they got new release.
Yes, newly released. Sebulan lah macam tu lah. Sebulan macam tu.
I see.
August. But yeah, sorry. That was a very big roundabout kepada topik ni. Tapi essentially like you want to learn electronic music kan?
I've already been learning right now. I have went on my first lesson like 2 months back, I think, or 1 month lah. Tak ingat lah. Tapi baru-baru ni jugalah. Macam tu tengah bosan betul, I will reach out to my that friend lah yang jaga kedai muzik tu. Bro, berapa macam kalau nak belajar ni buat muzik ni di AW ni bagi kan. Jadi macam dia beritahu bla bla bla. Lepas tu I thought to myself that man, that's very, you know, memang very reasonable price. So I kind of like, bro, bagi nama account dekat transfer. Macam tu lah. Lepas tu so here I am lah tengah belajar buat pakai FL Studio. Lepas tu right now I'm still searching for the sound that I like lah. So dia
okay. Bukanlah nak macam hang bocorkan rahsia pembelajaran, tapi macam dia bahagikan sesi-sesi tu macam mana? Sesi yang pertama belajar masa apa? Macam teori saja ke ataupun macam mana?
Dia ikut session tau. Kita tak ada macam table, itu tak ada schedule untuk berapa kelas minggu, berapa kelas bulan macam tu. Dia upon ourselves lah. Kita rasa nak belajar, kita make the payment and kita belajar. Dia akan ajak dari tahap mana dia nampak pengetahuan kita tu, dia akan ajak from that point onwards sampailah kita boleh achieve something from his milestone lah. Itulah. Macam faham. Daripada tak tahu software jadi tahu software. Daripada tahu software jadi boleh buat satu lagu. Tapi actually tak apa, dia macam for myself itu daripada tak tahu software sampai jadi boleh buat lagu lah. So this
dah ada lagu ni.
Tak ada lagu ni.
Ingat nak apa tu, nak preview kat podcast ni kan.
Betul jadi
okay, apakah di AW yang digunakan?
Di AW yang digunakan FL Studio lah.
Full Studio. Di AW ni ialah digital audio workstation lah. Kalau hampa pernah dengar lagu apa-apa yang pernah dalam radio apa kan, mesti akan perlu melalui sebuah software lah. Nama dia DAW, Digital Audio Workstation kan. Tu asas yang pertama lah kan, untuk ialah compose ni lah, mix lagu kan. Especially electronic music memang kena tahu lah. Macam saya sendiri guna Ableton Live. Yeah. I like using live, nampak. Yeah, tapi first studio memang mantap lah. Nak buat beats dia memang mudah. Beats making mudah.
User interface dia friendly lah. Macam sebelum
dia ada gambar buah.
Ada gambar buah. Sebelum pakai FL Studio, aku guna Reaper. Itu bukanlah guna Reaper, aku just download je Reaper tu. Lepas tu aku cari macam memang tak ada basic langsung tak boleh jadi. Lepas tu aku macam I need to learn something more. Tapi tu lah, that's the point of what I want to talk about right now, is about learning lah. Actually there is more thing that I've been learning. I've joined a short course. The short course yang dia ajak kita sebagai orang-orang yang nak bekerja sendiri lah. Orang-orang yang nak hidup atas freelancing. So within that 1 month course, dia ajak macam mana, dia ada modul, dia ada 8 modul if I not mistaken. Dia berapa modul lupa.
Tak apa, ni bukan peperiksaan.
Dia akan ajak macam platform apa kita nak pakai, lepas tu macam mana kita nak close job, macam mana nak close deal, macam mana kita nak manage client, CRM kan, client CRM something lah, client apa tu tak ingat, management lah M tu.
Aku baru aku punya kerja memang melibatkan CRM ke.
Client relationship
customer something management.
Relationship management.
Customer relationship management.
Betul.
Ada software CRM juga.
Betul. Banyak buat Gantt chart, banyak buat nak manage kita punya flow, nak manage kita punya macam transaction. Macam tu lah. That's something that I've been Lepas tu selain tu I think those are the two major things that I've been learning right now, but it taught me the significance of learning as a whole lah. Macam we've been taught about lifelong learning and when we was in school or university. So right now I kind of like baru macam, this is what it means by lifelong learning. We have to always find something new to top up our value our personal value as a person.
Nilai diri kita. Betul. Very interesting Sangat berbeza antara belajar self-employment.
Self-employment.
Dan juga tapi boleh gabung train music lama-lama Alan Walker. Shadow Walker. Menarik but I think that is a positive trend waktu PKP ni, di mana orang mencari escapism. Bukan setakat dengan macam hang kata tadi kan, aku nak dengar lagu je buat apa kan. Better let me learn something. I think that's a very very inspirational thing yang aku dengar lah.
You know, when I was in that short course period, dia online course kan. So dia macam setiap webinar tu dia akan ada buat breakout room tau. So dalam breakout room ni dia akan group dan kita dengan other participants. So we would like just chit chat dengan other participants yang kita tak kenal pun, entah dari mana-mana. Tapi kita dengar dia punya cerita. Like for myself, I really like to listen to people's story and dia pun macam-macam cerita. Dia pun macam within this PKP, I would say zaman lah. Within this zaman PKP ni kan, people has been turning their passion into a straight up job lah. That is something that is made possible by the PKP. Sebelum ni kita fikir kita nak survive ni, kita tak boleh just buat apa yang kita suka je. Kita tak boleh just macam I would want to live on music, I want to live on drawing. It sounds impossible and it sounds like, you know, when we talk like that to other people would be like, they macam we can see it in their eyes. They're like, dia ni tak boleh pakai, tak ada cita-cita.
Dalam mata dia pun tu nampak, kenapa bukan doktor, kenapa bukan engineer.
Kita boleh detect tau, dia macam, dia ni mengarut dia ni mau nak siburan
I mean, that's good. There's a huge doubt orang doubt macam betul ke hang boleh buat macam ni sekian-sekian kan. But you need to prove yourself I mean, that's a good shit bro.
It's like when PKP came, dia turn the world inside out lah. Macam mana cakap something that is it's not like impossible, it's just haven't been taught by the mass society kan. But it turned into possible things. Within that dia macam Thanos lah.
I mean,
Thanos dengan reality stone lah.
Masuk sikit Marvel punya ni movie. But that's a good thing. I mean, I agree with you sebab sorry.
Apa tu tadi buat Norse ke Thanos? Thanos sorry, tak tahu tu.
Norse. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you sebab di zaman PKP kita semua sekarang ni dalam keadaan struggling Kita nak struggling to find stability. And instead of kita nak fikir pencapaian impian kita kan, ataupun kita nak jadi pilih stability. The two path that is hard for us. And kalau Zany macam minat music kan, I mean many people macam alah boleh ke pergi jauh kan dengan waktu macam ni kan, dengan tutup company macam semua. I don't know about music things, but yeah, it's a good move that you made because you find yourself what you love. Kebanyakan orang benci buat kerja tu, macam payah lah. Because kalau kita suka pada sesuatu benda kan, it will become passion, not stress.
And macam Syarul Zany kata tadi, dia PKP ni teknik inside out tu macam mana? Di mana kita orang lebih yakin untuk invest masa mereka ke dalam apa yang mereka minat, dan mereka lebih yakin untuk take it out into the world. Kata benda ni boleh jalan. Benda ni boleh jadi. Kan, nak berniaga ramai gila orang yang makin nak berniaga sekarang ni dengan lebih bagus. Yang pergi kelas ramai budak-budak betul study aku semua tadi sekarang ni pergi kelas untuk business dan sebagainya, take it seriously, do it properly, and it reflects on their family, membantu family depa, keluarga depa. Benda tu bila aku tengok rasa macam
macam berat
yeah. benda yang wholesome lah bagi aku kan, memang style lah. And to see that you are one of those person nice lah. Macam aku macam kerja aku alhamdulillah affected sikit, tapi tak begitu affected by PKP kan. So aku tak ada nak perlu berubah lane ke apa, tak ada kan. But yeah, untuk belajar benda baru tu
it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to do something. Tak boleh stagnant.
Actually dia it's not like everything takes money right now. Dia macam kita boleh just belajar ni, kita just kena find the right people lah. Maksudnya for me lah, I would say that lah. Maybe for some other people it would be hard for them. Contoh macam Arif kan, duduk dekat Selangor macam susah sikit, kalau nak keluar kena jaga-jaga semua, tak tahu kan. It's just something that for me meet new people and orang-orang yang mereka pandai something ni, mereka sebenarnya they would very much like to share dia ni lah. Betul ni macam mereka ni sebenarnya the point here is that kita jangan takut untuk meminta ilmu tu untuk mendapatkan. Sebab dia macam sebenarnya kalau kita bertanya pada orang siapa, bertanya something, orang tu akan rasa benda tu adalah value for themselves lah. Dia macam dia ni anggap aku ni orang yang boleh bagi something kat dia ni. Faham tak?
Ya. I echo that sentiment lah, betul. Sebab kita kat sekolah kita of course kita tak begitu dewasa, tak begitu matang kan. Kita diswap semua informasi-informasi ni kan. Dan sekarang ni kita ada peluang untuk untuk ambil inisiatif, ambil tindakan kan, untuk belajar.
Yes.
Dan bukan something yang mudah. Kat PKP ni memberikan kita peluang untuk reflect kan diri kita kan. Okay, aku nak belajar ke tak nak kan. Aku tak nak, aku just sama je lepas PKP ni pun. Tapi kalau nak berubah akan fikir macam I should learn something lah, apa salahnya. And memang betul macam bila Syarul Zany sebut invest masa dengan orang-orang yang ada ilmu kan, and also peluang ni kan. Mengingatkan pada first time Arif approach Adieb untuk podcast ni. Sebab dalam ramai-ramai kawan Arif yang ada tengok Adieb buat podcast, macam okay, Adieb nak kata betul boleh bercakap sehebat Anwar Ibrahim, tak ada lah kan. Cakap kan bilion. Kenapa dia berani mengambil langkah untuk membuat podcast ni dan lain daripada orang lain. And it's for self expression and also untuk dia belajar kan, dan improve cara dia bercakap. Macam wow, I want to be involved with this, and this podcast is thanks to Adieb lah. Kalau tak aku pun tak tahu macam benda macam ni possible kan. So aku baru teringat sekarang aku ada belajar benda baru, which is podcasting. Aku ingat mudah sebenarnya ada.
Benda depan mata je. Dia depan mata. Okay, I can see that.
I could say very well. Macam memang Waktu sebelum start ni macam-macam ada macam aku nak cakap pasal ni, tapi bila start tu lama. Nak cakap lain pun keluar lain. Aku
no problem.
So ini pun antara one of the approach yang aku ambil untuk diri aku lah, macam try podcast. Sebab actually for if you want to know Arif, aku dengan Adieb duk plan nak jadi YouTuber start bila
zaman sekolah dulu lah duk bengkel LK lah, kita belakang duk sembang macam biasa tengok YouTube apa, jom dia mak Luffy.
Belum LK lagi.
Damn.
Tadi zaman kita layan Mak Luffy lah dulu.
Yalah,
Mak Luffy.
Zaman Mak Luffy lah.
Mak Luffy 90.
Yes. Tahun 2013 kita dah ada that talks to become.
Ingat tengok.
Aku ingat kita video call kan tu.
Faham pun. Wow. Lepas tu macam mana lepas tu?
Lepas tu it's just another thing that makin lama makin fall through the cracks. Betul. But right now thanks to Adieb as well for bringing this back up. Right.
Thank you. Masa
sekarang orang of course orang lagi banyak dengar podcast sekarang waktu PKP ni, waktu COVID ni, sebab people spend more time at home. And macam some of our responses lah cara tu ni, kami dapat respon kata mereka dengar ni in the background. Kira time buat kerja, time work from home, time study from home, mereka dengar lah podcast ni in the background. So memang rasa bangga agak.
Definitely like myself lah.
I see.
Aku macam setiap malam aku balik kerja, aku akan buka something as a background, as a white noise podcast lah sebenarnya. Kalau aja buka bunyi hujan je, macam malah bunyi hujan. Pisang lah.
Speaking of Mak Luffy, yang aku ingat pada waktu tu 2013, waktu tu aku form 5. So aku memang waktu tu pun nak buat YouTube juga. 2014 nak try buat YouTube juga dengan seorang kawan aku nama Zairi Izwan. And waktu tu duk hangat ni lah Mak Luffy, ini Anwar Hadi.
Yes.
Anwar Hadi.
Ini Anwar Hadi. And untuk relate dengan podcast kita, ini Anwar Hadi atau Anwar Hadi lah kan, Anwar. So Anwar Hadi ada podcast juga dengan Takahara Suiko. Kalau orang tak tahu Takahara Suiko ni siapa, dia seorang ahli muzik yang sangat-sangat talented, sangat-sangat unik. Dan aku ada album dia kat sini.
My God.
Dia tulis sendiri kot, semua handwritten lirik dia dalam album dia. Dan album dia bukan 4 segi
C3.
Album dia kan berbentuk sebuah buku cerita.
Wow.
Bertajuk Hikayat Perawan Majnun.
Bro, that's rare shit.
Dia ada podcast bernama Buah Mulut Podcast. Depa lagi long form daripada kita, Adieb. Kita berapa lama podcast kita selalu
Macam kita dalam sejam.
Depa 2 jam lebih satu episode.
2 jam lebih.
Memang long form lah. Tapi memang ada audience dia pun memang besar kan.
Yalah.
And depa kalau podcast depa akan sembang pasal podcast lain dan sebagainya. Lepas tu kan bila aku dengar aku macam terasingnya podcast kita yang daripada podcast mainstream.
Ya.
Underground. Ini.
But shout out to Buah Mulut Podcast and also ni Wood Podcast yang akan tak tahu lah bila dia pun nak release, nanti boleh cari juga kan.
So that's about the learning lah. Actually learning ni kita boleh learn from observation, kita boleh learn from experience. Tapi apa-apa pun the first step is that we have to get ourselves into ni lah. Kalau kita nak belajar aku nak bagi contoh susah sikit, tapi aku bagi apa yang terdekat dengan aku, nak belajar pasal muzik kan. Ni kena muzik. Tu je aku cakap. Nak belajar pasal muzik, pergi kedai muzik. Nak belajar pasal fashion, pergi kedai menjahit. Nak belajar menjahit, pergi kedai jahit. Just go around, tanya-tanya. Itu je. That's all about I can say lah.
Nice. Very good message untuk semua orang muda.
You know, when macam start last year dengan tahun ni, aku macam banyak into bundle juga. So at first aku macam tak ada ilmu sangat bundle ni, sebab bundle pun dia ada macam certain bahasa-bahasa dia kan. pit labuh lah apa semua tu kan. So macam aku tak ada ilmu kat tu. Lepas tu aku pergi bandar. Dekat SP Plaza. Lepas tu aku jumpa seorang brother ni. Lepas tu aku just tanya je dah. Aku just straight up with a straight face macam, bang, saya tak mau tahu kan pasal ni ukuran-ukuran baju ni, macam abang tunjuk lah. Lepas tu macam dia tunjuk. Lepas tu dia jual baju band. And that's a very jackpot moment. Aku jumpa orang jual baju band. Lepas tu aku macam tanya lah, bang, saya tak tahu sangat band-band underground ni. Cuba abang suggest kat saya apa-apa yang ni. From that point onwards, I became like his mentee tau dalam music ni. Dia sebenarnya orang yang aku jumpa tu adalah seorang otai dalam underground music Kelantan kan. Kamu dah dengar zaman dulu dekat SP ni, dekat CS Central Square tu adalah sarang black metal lah.
Yes, of course.
And that person yang aku jumpa dengan Joy Bandel tu, he's one of the otai yang daripada zaman tu orang yang pernah witness sendiri how the situation was like.
Damn.
And he has been in a band as well. Not a band lah, dia banyak band. Dia sendiri main banyak band. Lepas tu dia macam his culture, macam subculture person lah. Dia dive into different subculture lah. Ada banyak. Dia main BMX, dia main motor, dia main baju-baju bandel, dia main band.
Wow.
And I met him by accident. Dia jadi seorang mentor bagi aku lah. Ke arah mana aku nak bawa dalam bab muzik. That's why aku minat muzik macam dah lama, since I would say 2014 lah. Tapi this year alone is the point which I am geared towards creating my own music. Sebab aku dah jumpa orang dia bagi aku the channel, the how to do. Macam tu lah.
Wow.
So that's the perks of asking lah, I would say lah.
Malu bertanya sesat jalan.
Mana how I get into joining this exact podcast. Macam aku cakap tadi, dah lama minat dah buat something yang talk show, something dia dengan Adieb kan. Betul ni Adieb dah 2 episod dah buat podcast. So macam aku buat story. Aku tulis kat story, okay, next week featuring me.
Memang Arif pun tengok scene story tu.
I really didn't expect she was going real like this.
I take everything for real, bro. I take it seriously.
But man,
No problem, bro.
really big
Yeah,
thanks to you
thank you
guys.
so much for sharing with us, bro. I mean, yeah, memang best gila weh dengar cerita hang. And so how about you, Arif?
Okay, this is the second thing that I wanted to bring to this podcast, and there's something close to my heart, which and also should be close to your heart juga kan, untuk sama ada Adieb, Arif and Zany ataupun mana-mana pendengaran. Basically mengenai alam sekitar kita, which might sound terasing sekarang ni kan, sebab kita semua duduk kat rumah, tak nampak pokok, kadang-kadang pokok depan rumah pun tak boleh tengok kan. Tapi macam adik duk bragging kata mak dia tanam banyak pokok depan rumah. Bagus. Teruskan. Tapi basically alam sekitar ni not a small issue lah. Yang ni pasal di mana orang asli di Kelantan. Interestingly, orang asli di Kelantan mereka ada JKOAK, which is jaringan kampung orang asli Kelantan lah. Dia orang tengah menentang sekarang ni kerajaan negeri nak buat empangan bernama Empangan Nenggiri. Empangan Nenggiri ni bagi mereka boleh menghapuskan identiti orang asli dekat sana, which is sangatlah sedih. Kadang-kadang kita dengar benda-benda macam ni kan, bila kita letak diri kita dalam mereka punya situasi macam
Yeah, right.
It's
This issue has been going around for a while, for a long while. Dekat Malaysia ni. Orang asli ni dia macam they bring cost around so much
diketepikan lah kan dia punya hak-hak ni lah. Bagi aku macam okay, kalau kita dah pernah dengar sebelum ni, this time kita make it supaya benda ni tak berhentilah daripada jadi kebiasaan. So bagi mereka kata buat empangan ni bagus lah untuk ayak, kumpulkan ayak dan juga untuk buat jana elektrik lah, hydroelektrik kan, guna empangan lah, kita semua tahu kan. Tapi masalahnya untuk pengetahuan hampa semua kan, elektrik dekat Semenanjung Malaysia ni kapasiti dah 100% kan, kapasiti dah 100% kan. Paling maksimum sekarang dekat Semenanjung kita guna hanya 77% je. Ada lagi 23% tu tak digunakan. So untuk gunakan alasan kata sebab Kelantan perlukan elektrik yang lebih stable, ni grid Semenanjung Malaysia ni boleh disambungkan lagi sampai ke Kelantan, tapi itulah depa tak nak invest dengan infrastructure. Depa nak buat empangan ni, I'm not sure lah apa niat depa di sebalik ni, kroni ke kan. Selalunya construction besar ni.
Betul. Mesti dia buat empangan tu lagi murah dia nak extend grid.
Obviously not.
It doesn't sound
extending grid sedia ada ialah daripada Kelantan pekan ke dalam pedalaman saja. So nombor satu, dia boleh memusnahkan hubungan depa dengan alam sekitar. Orang asli kat situ lah, tanaman depa, dan nombor dua, tempat tinggal depa, rumah-rumah depa. Dan keluasan dia is around 13,000 ekar. Holy shit, that's big man. 13,000 ekar. Dan kubur-kubur nenek moyang depa dekat situ. So these are the kind of things yang kadang-kadang kita kita tak sepatutnya terlepas pandang. Kita tak patut terlepas pandang kan. And at the same time, ada lagi satu artikel yang pada minggu lepas juga aku baca, yang kerajaan Kelantan kata mereka akan bagi compensation ataupun apa orang panggil bahasa Melayu dah, compensation,
bukan tebusan dia, macam apa perkataan dia,
pampasan. Ya, kerajaan negeri Kelantan akan bagi pampasan ke atas semua tanaman-tanaman yang akan hancur disebabkan empangan ni. But what about the kubur-kubur? What about rumah-rumah yang mungkin akan ni? Dia kata rumah-rumah tak akan diusik. Macam okay. Dan mereka akan just tinggal kat situ dengan ada laut yang baru ke. Faham tak? Tiba-tiba ayak naik.
Tak, I mean,
the hell kan?
Betul. They believe this crap.
This is something that should not happen lah. And even dua tahun lepas, projek ni dah diwar-warkan dah. And even ada ada satu kumpulan daripada UKM, mereka kata dekat kawasan Gua Musang tu, area Nenggiri tu, ada artifak-artifak prasejarah tau, which is very valuable. Dekat Malaysia kita punya artifak-artifak ni sangat lah di museum-museum kita underrated lah, memang underrated. Nak cakap senang kata underrated gila. Dekat luar negara nilai dia, ya Allah, depa hargai kan depa punya benda-benda.
Dia sanjung,
mungkin sanjung. Maybe they appreciate it. They appreciate it.
Yes, right.
I think that is lacking in our society. Mungkin society kita masih terlalu muda, mungkin terlalu tidak matang, mungkin tak pasti nak kata macam mana, tapi kurang ni kurang
too lost after years of colonization.
Could be that tu kan, kita tak ada peluang untuk membesar dan juga kendiri negara kita ni selama mana yang mereka mampu kan. So tapi itulah, instead of kita just duel kata kami tak pernah ada peluang ni sebelum ni, why not kita ambil benda-benda macam ni dengan seriously kan. And semua apa-apa benda yang share, apa-apa tindakan kita dekat social media ni kadang-kadang boleh memberi impact yang besar. Contoh paling dekat kenapa aku just bring up pasal Empangan Nenggiri ni, dan kenapa orang patut tahu, sebab baru-baru ni there's a decision by Kerajaan Negeri Selangor untuk tidak menyawartakan hutan simpan Kuala Langat Utara dekat Selangor. And NGO kat Malaysia ni has been fighting this for almost a year. Kalau tak, selalunya penyawartaan hutan ni kan, depa nak remove daripada status hutan simpan ni, buat lepas tu settle lah, buat pembangunan. Tapi this year NGO berjaya yakinkan kata No, kerajaan negeri tak boleh buat macam ni dah. Penyamartaan tak boleh berlaku dah. Dan aku memang bangga gila bila tengok NGO menang pada waktu tu. Which is a big thing sebab dekat hutan Simpang Kelantan Utara tu pun ada orang asli juga. Mereka ada family mereka ada anak-anak mereka.
We need to save our
not just
ecosystem.
Haiwan kan, tapi orang-orang manusia dekat situ. Mereka tinggal kat situ. And kalau hutan Simpang Kelantan Utara boleh menang, Empangan Nenggiri ni pun aku percaya boleh menang juga. Sudah lah kan. Nak mengambil mudah benda-benda macam ni. So yeah, that is something that I'm passionate about. Dan aku rasa mungkin boleh menarik perhatian orang lain yang mungkin tak minat sebelum ni untuk ambil tahu sikit-sikit kan. Dan orang yang apa boleh follow kat Twitter untuk bulan ni ialah nama dia nama app dia aku tak tahu, tapi nama dia Ideal, Sunflower Ideal dekat Twitter. Dia selalu retweet tweet pasal benda-benda alam sekitar ni. Follow dia. Shout out to him. Tapi why not, cadangan saya kepada kerajaan Kelantan, fokuslah kepada infrastruktur yang asas daripada empangan-empangan yang besar dan impact yang tidak dikaji. Tak ada lagi environmental impact punya assessment, kesan alam sekitar daripada projek ni. Tak ada lagi. Sebelum macam ni patut diambil cakna, wajar diambil serius. So, hampa pernah dengar ke pasal Empangan Nenggiri sebelum ni? Nak tanya Arif and Zany dengan Adieb.
No.
Actually no.
Aku pun first time aku dengar tahun ni.
It's something new
Pun
Is it that benda yang baru tahun ni ataupun dah lama and they've been fighting around gitu?
Actually yang ni yang ni 2015 dicadangkan dalam rancangan Malaysia ke-11. Sudah dicadangkan 2015 sampai sekarang masih delay lagi lah. Dan tahun ni keluar balik kata they want to continue with the building. Tu yang keluar berita baru-baru ni aku tengok, benda ni something serious ni kan. And beberapa NGO yang aku follow pun share pasal benda ni kan. Maknanya it is something that sebab NGO kat Malaysia ni mereka tak boleh, kadang-kadang tak boleh stand alone sangat. Mereka memang kena buat coalition. Macam isu hutan Simpang Kelantan Utara tu, more than berapa puluh NGO bersatu padu untuk push kerajaan negeri Selangor, push adu-adu ni, push menteri besar. Kalau tak, mereka ikut suka mereka kan. So, I think they are trying to band together untuk stopkan isu ni lah, Empangan Nenggiri ni. So yeah, do what you can, post social media ke apa ke kalau nampak pasal isu ni, share with your friends and family, kata ada orang-orang yang tengah dalam ancaman kan. And pampasan dia macam mana, dia macam pampasan tu kan, macam hang duduk kat rumah sekarang ni kan, lepas tu ada orang bakar rumah, lepas tu bagi hang tinggal kat satu pondok, lepas tu dia suruh hang terima kasih dengan itulah macam mana bentuk pampasan tu bagi aku. Pampasan kerajaan kepada rumah orang asli ni. What the hell? I've been living there.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar from the Middle East.
Kan?
I mean itulah pampasan, it doesn't give back
the history,
what we expect apa yang kita nak. Pampasan
value tu.
The value rumah is home.
I mean pampasan we never get the value.
There's a difference between a house and a home. A house is something that is built. A home is something that is loved. And so
agree.
I hope
100%.
I hope that's what I can do right now. Boleh berharap benda ni keluar dengan positif InsyaAllah kan, untuk orang-orang asli kat sana. Sebab satu demi satu keputusan yang positif kepada alam sekitar, akan lagi banyak lah keputusan-keputusan macam tu akan keluar kan. Mana tahu nanti empangan tempat lain pun akan tak jadi juga kan. Dia akan ubah kepada cara yang lebih baik, for example kan. Sebab empangan ni memang kita nampak hidroelektrik bagus kan, tapi kesan dia banjirkan rumah-rumah orang, hancurkan kawasan tumbuh-tumbuhan dan sebagainya. So banyak cara lagi.
I mean if you don't mind if I want to add up kan kita Malaysia every year hujung-hujung tahun mesti ada berlaku banjir apa semua. So benar-benar kita fokus on kita mau build something new. Why not you need to focus tengok pada rakyat dulu, especially negeri yang kata mengalami banjir yang agak buruk.
Yeah,
We
betul.
need to solve
I
that
totally
thing
agree.
first.
Improve the existing infrastructure. Kat negara kita
Yeah.
setiap
Betul,
tahun banjir,
serious.
tapi somehow kita terkejut setiap kali banjir. Weh banjir.
Betul.
Macam tak bersedia. Dia macam kalau kita sekolah rendah betul, basically macam exam akhir tahun lah.
Betul.
Kita sepanjang tahun tu main tiba alamak exam final lah. Ni tapi setiap tahun selamat seumur hidup kat Malaysia. Banjir.
Umpama masa quiz dulu masa universiti lah. Okay kelas, esok kita ada quiz.
Macam tadi kita boleh compare dengan Japan lah. Kita tengok Japan, mereka macam earthquake. Mereka earthquake paling teruk sekali kan. Dalam paling selalu lah. Tapi tengok macam mana sekarang ni. Mereka macam just another earthquake. Tentu.
Even banjir depo pun terkawal. Tengok tak cara depo ada automatic drainage system tu pun semua. Aku macam gila kan.
Another level.
Kita kalau view sikit. Tapi tak, kita nak ni just to be topical kan. Kita nak upgrade kediaman Perdana Menteri kan dekat Putrajaya. 38 juta ringgit.
Yeah.
Bro, it doesn't make sense though.
Lawak tu yang tu. But yeah, that is all that I wanted to share this week.
Wow.
The reason why I'm Milo walaupun macam Empangan ni macam berita negatif sebab I believe that people power is real lah. We don't have to wait for the kerajaan. We can move on our own. Tak perlu nak tunggu.
100%.
Yeah. So that's all Adieb from me.
Wow. This week punya podcast agak dekat hati lah. I'm not talking about sports. Sports is another thing. I mean, talk about Shahrul brings up it's like a life journey that you love or passion, and then Arif brings up about alam sekitar. I mean this episode macam agak dekat hati lah. Seriously, really appreciate that. And thank you so much, Shahrul, for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I had fun this week talking with Shahrul. Memang expectation aku bila tengok, because I was introduced to Shahrul just by his Instagram ya. So tengok je kan, my expectation was high gila macam, dia ni menarik orang ni kan. But when I talk to you, when I sembang dengan Shahrul Zany hari ni, macam I should put my expectation lagi tinggi. Sebab it is fun talking to you and thank you so much. We hope to have you again on the podcast. Kan? Kalau ada slot kosong memang
aku
just Roger me man. Aku macam aku tak expect lah. Aku just aku buat story itu pun just making shit up man. Tengok wow. Actually
masa dulu podcast mau jumpa lah, aku dah promise lah kat Shahrul nanti insyaAllah aku nak jumpa. Tapi tiba-tiba dia tag aku macam okay, kau tak buat sekarang, bila lagi jom lah aku bincang. Arif ada member aku nak join. Okay, nice, jom.
Thank you very much as well for both you guys for
yes sir.
I hope we are getting paid for this. But shout out to anyone. Shahrul Zany, you want to shout out your IG ke, your Twitter ke, your band ke, your anything boleh sekarang. Orang-orang siapa-siapa ke.
Yes, too many people that I wouldn't want to mention the name, but it's for a reason as well. It's because that person himself don't really like to be, his personal preference and but I want to shout out to the person that I talked about just now, our mentor in music lah.
I see.
Dia macam before this Haziq kan, aku Haziq macam memang minat lah music ni, tapi macam kita macam tak pernah ada seriously want to make our own music lah. Itu macam bila kami jumpa dia kan, dia cerita dia punya experience, dia bagi semangat, dia bagi idea, dia bagi jalan macam mana. Lepas tu kita macam jadi, wow, there's someone who actually care about our dreams, man. It's not our dreams, our newborn dreams lah. There's someone who actually want to see us make it. So macam, but you will know who you are. You will know who you are if you watch.
If you're listening to this,
if you listen to our podcast, you will know.
It's okay. Kalau nak sebut pun kita boleh cut. Sebab malam ni kita boleh cut sama-sama.
Where can people see you, Helo Zany?
I am mostly on Instagram lah. Memang Instagram lah.
Your IG punya app?
At SCHA_ZANY.
Yeah, Shah_Zany.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this week we shout out I think a lot of artists like Shuhufan and Joyberry, Buah Mulut Podcast, Joyberry. It's a really nice artist that you guys should really check out. And
So that's all for this week of podcast. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much to Shahrul once again for joining us. So I hope you guys we hope that we can see you guys on the next episode, inshallah. So as usual, take care of yourself, take care of your family, love yourself, and we'll see you on the next episode. Assalamualaikum. Ciao.